Hello friends, in this video we synthesize Benzil by the oxidation of benzoin. Benzil is an organic compound known as 1,2-diphenyl-ethane 1,2-dione and belongs to the stilbene group of compounds. It has a yellow color and is one of the most common diketone. The molecular structure of Benzil reminds me of the head of a frog. That's why I did this weird animation intro of the molecule. The materials required for this preparation includes 5 grams of benzoin, 20 milliliters of 70% nitric acid and 50 milliliters of 96% ethyl alcohol. Fix a small 100 milliliter round bottom flask on a stand and then add the already pre-weighed 5 grams of benzoin into it. I had synthesized benzoin from benzaldehyde using thiamine as a catalyst. In one of my previous videos, I will put a link to that in the description. Now, add the pre-measured 20 milliliters of the 70% nitric acid into the flask. The reaction has already begun in room temperature after few minutes of addition of the acid. Keep the flask in a boiling water bath for about 30 minutes with temperature at 100 degrees Celsius. What is happening here is the oxidation of the hydroxyl group of benzoin to form ketone group, and that is the Benzil molecule. This oxidation is not only carried out by nitric acid but the other oxidizing agent like ammonium nitrate. Continue heating the solution and the brown vapors of nitrogen dioxide is seen evolving from the flask. After about 30 minutes, most of the nitrogen dioxide vapors are gone and no more of nitrogen dioxide is generated, and this indicates the end of the reaction. The Benzil formed can be seen as an oily layer on top of the flask, which is a liquid as the melting point of Benzil is around 94 degrees Celsius. After taking it out from the water bath, transfer the contents to about 100 milliliters of ice cold distilled water taken in a beaker, and we have to add the solution from the flask with constant stirring, and this will separate out the crude Benzil as a yellow colored solid. Now filter the solution by simple gravity filtration method. And then after filtration, we will wash the crude precipitate a couple of times with distilled water to remove the excess traces of acid present in it. Finally, allow the precipitate to dry in the filter paper, and this is the crude Benzil. And next step is to recrystallize the product, and recrystallization is done by hot ethanol. And here we have dissolved the crude Benzil in the ethyl alcohol solution, and we will allow this hot solution to cool down, and on cooling you can see the crystals of pure Benzil has separated out. Now we will filter this and air dry the product. Here is the purified Benzil. We should not be doing this drying process under the sun as Benzil will decompose under UV light. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my Patreon supporters who have financially supported me so that I could get the materials required for doing all these experiments. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you loved the contents of this video, do hit the subscribe button and the bell button for notifications. You can also join my Discord server. I will put a link to that in the description.